Hello again, it's John from ACS. I'm here to talk to you about the importance of specification in custom robotics. If you've seen any of my posts on, or read any of my posts on LinkedIn, if you've seen my previous video, you'll see how I stress how important an agreed specification really is. I thought I would share my experience really. When I was back in sales, 20 years business to business sales, I moved into the custom robotics space in the mid 2000s. One of my first ever successes, well, it was initially a success, was for a company who manufactured a product like this. So it's it's a quilt, it's a sleeping quilt. So they manufactured these products in a huge old Victorian mill with multiple production sites, areas, bringing products to a central warehouse. The products were packed locally. They were then put on a pallet and then they were driven by a forklift truck to the operators to the warehouse. Pretty standard stuff in most factories. So the client wanted to automate this process and wanted to deliver the quilts from each individual production area to a centralized packing area where we would use a robot to pick and pack them into a plastic bagging machine. It involved hundreds of meters of conveyors, a large industrial robot, and a couple of automated packaging machines. We visited the site. We looked at the products. Nice shape, nice flat bottom, nice flat top, nice and squidgy. We got the smallest, we got the largest. And we got throughput rates, requirements, number on pallets, bagging types, all the information that you think you would need. We then went away and designed the machine, and 6 months later it was built, ready for delivery, and we put it in on site. Initially it went really well, but then over time it started to fail quite significantly. We had inclines with products going up, we had high level conveyors, we had a slide coming down, and then we had a robot picking and packing the products off the conveyor into packaging machines. After a few hours, the products wouldn't go up the inclines anymore. They got stuck on the top, they'd roll off the thing, and then they literally would be thrown by the robot. It was an utter disaster. It turned out that in the production machines, they built up a level of friction when they were being produced. So this lovely shape, nice, almost like a drum, flat top, flat bottom, nice and squidgy. Over a period of time, I don't think I'll be able to do it, but it kind of turned into a rock hard football. So it was more round, it was far more solid, and it was completely different to the original lovely squidgy drum shape. So that meant that the system wouldn't work, it wouldn't function as friction built up in the machine. So they wouldn't go up the inclines, it wouldn't go up the conveyors, it wouldn't go down, it wouldn't pack, it just wouldn't work. It was a disaster. And it only came out after spending quite a long period of time on site and noticing a difference in the products as they came off the line. Ultimately, what happened was the customer said, well, we knew about that, but you didn't ask us. And we said, well, you should have told us. And then it all ended up, it's a fallout, and it didn't go ahead, and all the work, all the goodwill was lost. All the profit for the business I was working for at the time was lost. And the client ended up with a machine not fit for purpose. All down to basically an agreed specification. If we'd have spent time to look at the products, if we'd have put a product matrix back to the customer and defined this product, it would have come out that product changes all the time. It's not always this shape. It's not always this squidgy. And if we'd have detailed and designed into the system that it went from a nice squidgy drum to a hard football, the design would have been different, and it more likely would have worked. So the products themselves, the tolerance of the products, how that changes in any production shift or any period of time of running is vitally important to capture as part of any specification. So there you go. That for me, that was a huge lesson, and I vowed that would never happen to me again. And every subsequent job, I built up my process or method to properly define the products, so that wouldn't happen, and each solution after that would be successful. Well, I hope that's useful for you, and I'll do more posts again in the future. Thank you. Bye bye.